Ventura County Pirates Baseball is brought to you by Rally Factory Sacramento. Rally Factory has provided the Ventura County Pirates baseball teams with their uniforms since 2015. Go to rallyfactory.com or call 916-332-1000. By KDOC Construction, remodeling interiors and exteriors for homes and homeowners associations. KDOC specializes in replacing and upgrading balconies and decks. Give James Kennedy a call for a free estimate at 714-746-4501 or KDOCconstruction.com. By WFG Insurance. Need life insurance? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup.
And good afternoon from Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, right in the shadows of the historic Rose Bowl in Pasadena. I'm Lou Stowers, going to bring you all the action of Ventura County Pirates baseball, playing the Arroyo Seco Sentinels. And the first pitch of the ball game to Ryan Camacho is bounced to third base, picked up and thrown across and one away on the first pitch. It'll be Ryan Camacho, Andrew Tovar, and Brody Brown, 5-3 on the putout there, to face Navarrete. The Pirates, coming off of a loss in Santa Barbara on Wednesday, 12-7, and then the first pitch from Navarrete to Andrew Tovar is outside for a ball. A fly ball into right field, and that's going to chase back the center fielder, and a great catch by the center fielder Cook, and he caught that one going away, stealing extra bases from Tovar. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Brody Brown, the catcher. Treto is on deck, Robbie Treto, playing in center field. Matanako to be the third baseman. Andrew Cisneros, the shortstop. Artine Bagian will be the second baseman. In left field, it'll be Omar Cisneros. Aiden Jabara in right field, and the pitcher will be Aiden Melendrez. Fastball, and that's in the dirt from Navarrete to Brody Brown, 1-0. Fastball, and that's down the middle for strike one, 1-1. It is a warm one in Pasadena. 91 degrees, says our thermometer here. Fastball, and that's in the same spot right down the middle. And it's 1-2. Randall Cunningham is the home plate umpire. On the bases, it's Rogelio Sandoval. Here comes the 1-2, and that's strike 3 called. That was right down the middle again, just a little bit to the right of where the first 2 pitches were. And down goes Brody Brown, and down go the Pirates. 1-2-3 they go. First strikeout for Navarrete, and we'll go to the bottom of the first as the Pirates don't get anything off of Navarrete. And the Sentinels will get their first look at Aiden Melendrez coming up on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Bottom of the first inning coming up. It'll be Mark Manuel, Nick Cook, and Noah Alvarez to take on Aiden Melendrez on the mound. The Ventura County Pirates wearing their red jerseys, and this first one is popped up and a short pop to Andrew Tovar in fair territory on the first pitch of the game. One down for Nick Cook. So the Pirates wearing their red hats, red jerseys with the white lettering and white numerals. Their gray pants for the road. Their red stirrups. And looking good today. The Sentinels in their navy blue. Nice slider in for a strike one by Melendrez, 0-1. Ball one, that was low. Sentinels wearing their white pants and navy blue hats. Fastball, and that's out of the strike zone, 2-1. With one down, no score. Here comes the 2-1 fastball right down the middle, and then it's 2-2. Introducing you to the Pirates in the outfield. Omar Cisnero is in left field. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that is just inside. Now it's 3-2 to Nick Cook. Robbie Trato is in center field, and Aiden Jabara is in right. Here comes the 3-2, and that's called strike three on the inside corner, and Nick Cook was taken off for first base, but nuh-uh, says Randall Cunningham. And Melendrez has his first strikeout. And that'll bring up Noah Alvarez, playing shortstop today for the Sentinels. On the infield, it'll be Mad Notco at third base, Andrew Cisneros at shortstop. Artine Bagian is at second base. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1 to Alvarez. Artine Bagian is at second base. Andrew Tovar is at first base, and fly ball into right field sends Jabara back, and he one-hands it for out number 3. So 1-1-2-3 deserves another. Aiden Melendrez puts down the Sentinels, 1-2-3, also a nice strikeout on Noah Cook. And we'll go to the top of the second inning. No score, Pirates and Sentinels. Top of the second, no score. Robbie Trato will lead it off, playing center field, followed by Mad Notco and Andrew Cisneros against Navarrete. And a fastball is in for strike one. Looked like a foul tip. The ball was high, but Trato tried to check his swing, but it just barely hit his bat. Here comes the 0-2 to Robbie, and that's a slider down low. Good eye by Trato. Trato going to continue his education in baseball at Cal State University in Monterey Bay. Fastball, and that just missed outside. 2-2. It's getting down to it, where everybody's trying to either get into school or getting ready to go to their schools. It's 2 or 3 weeks? As today is July 22nd. 3-2 now as Robbie Trato has battled back, and this is a high chopper to third base, picked up by Munoz, and a high throw pulls Jason LaBarbera off the bag. And an infield hit for Robbie Trato. First hit of the ball game. And that belongs to the Pirates and the fast Robbie Trato. That'll bring up Madden Akko. Good-looking kid out of Notre Dame High School on his way to Fordham University. Navarrete looking over at the runner, and Trato, and a fastball is low and away. 1-0. Madden's dad, Pete, in the house, and it was good to have him on the Wisconsin trip. It was a huge help with being one of the van drivers. Pitch is in the dirt, and a nice stop by Mark Manuel. And it's 2-0. That one's low and away, and another good stop by Manuel, and it's 3-0. So Trato, just by being at first base, is a huge distraction to Navarrete. And here comes the 3-0 to Akko, and that is low on the fastball for ball 4. So Trato moves to second. Akko on at first with the walk, and nobody out. And that'll bring up Andrew Cisneros, a terrific contact hitter. Looking down at George Freneau. Third base coach Sean Mann is taking the first base coaching duties. Navarrete looks back at Trato. You never know, he might try it. Fastball, and that's in for strike 1 to Cisneros. 0-1. "91 degrees here in Pasadena. Steamy white clouds over a blue sky, or underneath a blue sky, I should say. Old Glory is blowing from right field to left. Not really a hazard, but just enough to kind of cool things off. 0-1 to Cisneros, meanwhile. Robbie Trato takes his lead, and this is a ground ball. Base hit into left field. Trato is going to turn and come home as the ball is dropped by Mesa, and it's 1-0 Pirates on the RBI single by Andrew Cisneros. Another good contact. So Trato coming in from second base. And Madden Akko is at second base. And here comes Artine Bagian, another good contact hitter. So the bottom of the lineup reaping benefits again. This is a fly ball, a short fly ball into center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit in between Bueno and Cook. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out for the Pirates. Akko goes to third. Cisneros to second. and Bagian at first as he just dumped one in to center field. So Omar Cisneros with a fastball low from Navarrete, and it's 1-0. 1 run on 3 hits here in the second inning for the Pirates. Good speed on the bases with Acco at third, Cisneros at second, and Bagian at first. That's low and outside, and now Navarrete's a little frustrated. 2-0. Well, the Pirates certainly aren't going to shed any tears for Navarrete, as they took it on the chin up in Santa Barbara, coming back from down 12-1 and making it a respectable 12-7. And if they had more time, had a chance to even tie the score, but time ran out in the 9th inning. Ground ball to second, and that's going to be a tough one. Bueno picks it up and throws out the runner. Cisneros, 4-3 on the putout, but that's an RBI because Madden comes in to score on the RBI groundout. And that makes it 2-0 Pirates. Andrew Cisneros comes down to third. Artine Bagian moves up to second for Aiden Jabara. Jabara fouls this one back, and it's 0-1. In batting practice, Aiden was hitting some beautiful line drives. So he's just been getting better and better as this short summer league has been going along. He'll be going back to Antelope Valley College. Fastball, and that's chopped foul in front of George Freneau, so it's 0-2. But then there's the game. And for Aiden, like so many of the Pirates' power hitters, have been finding themselves in a quick 0-2 count. Navarrete checks the runners, Bagian and Cisneros. Fastball at the knees, called strike 3. Looked a little low, but Randall Cunningham rings him up. Second strikeout for Navarrete, and now all of a sudden it's 2 down. And that'll bring up the top of the order and Ryan Camacho. Two to nothing, 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk, and an RBI groundout. Fastball right down the middle to Camacho, and it's 0-1. Ryan took the first pitch and sent it to third base. And Camacho's DH, so he may be rotating into some situation in the field, and this one's popped up on the infield. And Jason LaBarbera puts it away for the 3rd out. But not before the Pirates come up with 2 runs. On 3 hits, they leave 2, and will go to the bottom of the 2nd inning with the Pirates on top of the Sentinels 2-0. Bottom of the second, it'll be Alex Bueno, the extra hitter Andrew Pyle, and Jason LaBarbera to face Aiden Melendrez. Bueno sends the first pitch high in the air, pops it up to Artine Baggian, and there's one down. Two slick fielding second baseman. Alex Bueno popping out to the other. That brings up the right-handed hitting Andrew Pyle in the fifth spot. Off-speed pitch, and that is in for strike one. Pyle standing right on top of the plate. Melendrez, fastball, and that's lined into left field, and that bounces in front of Robbie Treto for a one-out hit. First hit of the ball game for the Sentinels. And that'll bring up big Jason LaBarbera, the first baseman. He's a good one, been very impressive. Slider swung on and missed. And Melendrez really fooled LaBarbera on that one. One out. The Pirates defense on the infield looking for two. Runner at first, Pyle being held on by Tovar. Curveball, and that's in the dirt, and a good stop by Brody Brown. 1-1. Pardon me. Excuse me. Throw over to first, and back head first is Andrew Pyle. Noah Castillo would be next. Tovar holding on Pyle. Melendrez throws over there, and a nice tag by Tovar. A good throw by Melendrez. Pyle just getting back. Throw again over there, and back again is Pyle. Well, at least the detergent's getting its money's worth. Here comes the pitch, and that one's popped up to second base by LaBarbera, right behind the pitcher's mound, and Baggian says he has it and puts it away. So a frustrated Jason LaBarbera goes back to the dugout as he wanted to send it the other way. And watch Andrew Pyle run. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Noah Castillo. Melendrez with a curveball and another good stop by Brody Brown. 1-0. Melendrez looking over at Pyle, throws the fastball, and that's in for strike one. 1-1. Andrew Pyle. Pyle drives back to first base underneath the tag of Andrew Tovar after the pickoff throw by Aiden Melendrez. Here comes the 1-1, and the curveball settles in low. 2-1. Snap throw to first base. They got him picked off. And sliding in safely at second base is Alex Bueno. So Bueno looked like Pyle looked like he was caught off first base, and Brody Brown threw it down to Tovar, and then Pyle took off and didn't even get a throw from Tovar over to second. Runner goes, and that throw is underneath the glove of Mad Notco, and coming home on the throwing error by Brody Brown is Andrew Pyle, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Pirates. So it's a stolen base and then an error on the catcher, Brody Brown, so an unearned run. So the count, I do believe, is 3-1. And that slider is fouled away, 3-2. Now it's 3-2. Melendrez looks over at the runner at first, and I believe this is Devin Munoz up to bat. Yeah, we missed that one. Fastball, and that's sent high in the air, popped up over third base and back at third base into short left field, and Otko puts that away for the third out. So just want to check and see if that was Devin Nunez that just popped out. That was Devin Nunez, number 9. So he pops out to Mad Notco. Noah Castillo had walked during all of the excitement when Andrew Pyle came around to score. So, 1 run on 1 hit and 1 man left on a stolen base and an error. And we'll go to the top of the third inning with the Pirates up 2-1 over the Sentinels on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Andrew Tovar swings and fouls it back, and it's strike 1. Second pitch is a ball, 1-1. Two to one, the Pirates lead, and now Tovar's in a hole after the slider slides in. It's 1-2. Fastball, and that's fouled back. Remains 2-2, or 1-2, pardon me. Fly ball into center field. Or check that, down the line in left field, and that's just foul. Has popped it down the line. And it remains 1-2. And some of the fans believe that was a fair ball. But Tovar comes back in. Fastball, and that's down low, 2-2. Just the start of things here in the third inning. Happy you joined us on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. And a fastball, and that's outside, 3-2. And Andrew Tovar having himself a good at bat. Navarrete kicks and deals and swung on a missed on a high fastball that was outside. And down goes Tovar. Third strikeout for Navarrete. And that brings up Brody Brown, the catcher. Brown is 0 for 1. Struck out looking to end the first inning. Looks at a curveball that goes down low, and it's 1-0. Fastball, and that's fouled away. 1-1. Temperature still holding at 91 degrees in Pasadena. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that's in for strike two and a nice slider. One-two pitch, and that's a fastball on the inside corner. That was a dandy one. Strike three called. So Brody Brown goes down twice, striking out looking, and that'll bring up Robbie Treto. Treto is 1 for 1. Had an infield hit back in the second inning to lead things off and came around to score on Andrew Cisneros' RBI single to left. Fastball, foul tipped into the glove of Mark Manuel, strike one. So the Pirates had Manuel on the ropes, or Navarrete on the ropes, as this one's low and away. 1-0. One and one, I should say. And that's grounded up the middle, picked up by Noah Alvarez. Throws it over to Jason LaBarbera, and a 6-3 put out, and that'll end the top of the third inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates in the third. 2 strikeouts for Navarrete. And we'll go to the bottom of the third with the Pirates leading the Sentinels 2-1 on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. 2-1 Pirates going into the bottom of the third inning. As part of my sandwich goes onto the scorecard. Adrian Roman with a 2-0 count. Aiden Melendrez with a fastball on the outside corner, 2-1. Beautiful day here in Pasadena. The sights are absolutely fabulous. Beautiful trees. Foul back, and it's 2-2. Roman, Tommy Mesa, and then Mark Manuel, the top of the order for Melendrez. Roman with no number. He has 17 on his helmet, so we'll just go with that. How about that? 3-2 now to Adrian Roman. Ground ball to shortstop. Andrew Cisneros scoops it up and throws it over to Andrew Tovar, and one down. The leadoff man is down. 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up Tommy Mesa. Bottom of the third inning. They're just kind of doing everything on the run here. So I apologize for eating between innings. Aiden Melendrez to Tommy Mesa, a curveball, and that hit him. Hit him on the elbow. The left elbow, and he wanders down to first base with his arm hanging, with some bees in that elbow. First batter hit. So a strikeout, a walk, and a hit batsman for Melendrez. With one out and one on. 2-1 Pirates, 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 run on 1 hit for the Sentinels. Line drive down the right field line, and that is foul. As Mark Manuel is a right-handed batter, so it's a long strike, and back to first base goes Mesa. Mark Manuel picks up his bat and gets ready to look at the 0-1 delivery from Aiden Melendrez. In his third inning of work, nice pickoff, a little wide, so Tovar couldn't apply the tag, but back anyway is Mesa. Melendrez looks back, and now the pitch is fouled into towards the Sentinels dugout. And it's 0-2. Nick Cook is on deck, but the Pirates are geared for a double play, so they want to end it right here. On a hot day in Pasadena, and just barely getting under the tag is Tommy Mesa on a good pickoff move by Aiden Melendrez, and a nice tag by Tovar. Little bit of relief because the sun is hiding behind a cloud right now. Curveball, and that's popped up into left field, and coming on and making the catch is Omar Cisneros. Nicely done, as Omar had to make a long run. He was shading towards the line and had to run a long way. So that'll bring up Nick Cook with 2 down and 1 on. And Melendrez throws it over to first again. And back head first again is Tommy Mesa. Andrew Tovar holding him on. Fastball, and that's off the mound, and it's taken by Bagian. Bagian goes the short way to Andrew Cisneros, and a nice play by the middle infielders. Bagian went over the bag after it went off the mound to slow it down. Cisneros covered the bag, and Bagian tossed it to Andrew. So 6-4 on the force out, or 4-6, excuse me, on the force out. And we'll go to the top of the fourth inning with the score 2-1 Pirates over the Sentinels on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Well, we have the new t-shirts here in Pasadena. Love to show them to you at home at LA Valley College. And man, they're buying them here. And support the Ventura County Pirates and look good doing it. Buy some gear. Buy the red or black fitted hats like the players and coaches wear. And they're available at every home game. Just stop by the press box and get yours for just $35. The new t-shirts are here with the new logo on the back. Everybody seems to really like it. And the men's crew cut and women's V-necks are $25. Kids sizes are $20. Get those at the home game as well, or the home games, or you can get them online at vcbucks.com. First hitter, Matt Notko, hits an easy two-bouncer to shortstop, and down he goes. One down. Andrew Cisneros, the shortstop, then Artem Bagian. Cisneros with a fastball, and that is fouled straight back. 0-1. Andrew is 1 for 1 with an RBI single that knocked in Robbie Treto. And Cisneros asks for some chalk for his bat, or some sort of sticky stuff between the tape and the gloves. 0-1 to Andrew. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Fastball, and that's low. 1-1. This one is a fastball up high and hacked foul. And it's 1-2. So Navarrete goes 3 runs, gives up the 3 innings, 2 runs on 3 hits, all coming in the second inning. Fastball, and that's chop foul. A good waste of a pitch by Andrew Cisneros. Blake Johnson is the pitcher. And this is sent down the left field line, and that's a fair ball. Cisneros going into second base, and the throw in isn't going to be nearly in time from Mesa. And it's a 1-out double for Andrew Cisneros, who is now 2 for 2. So Blake threw in a fastball on the inside part of the plate, and Cisneros pulled that one into left field. Fastball down the middle to Arteme Bagian, and it's strike 1. Little bit of insurance would be nice for the Pirates here in the top of the 4th inning. Game seems to be moving along, and the cloud gets burned away by the hot sun. Cisneros takes his lead. Fastball is low by Johnson. 1-1. One out. Cisneros at second. Bagian, who is also for 1 for 1, had a base hit to center field his first time up. Just blooped one in there. Fastball, and that's down the right field line, and that slices foul. 345 down the right field line, 364 to dead center, and 374 down the left field line here at Jackie Robinson Field in Brookside Park. One and two now to Bagian. Here comes Johnson's pitch, and that's sent up the middle, a ground ball taken by Bueno, who throws him out over to La Barbara. So 4-3 on the putout, but on the play, Cisneros goes to third base. And that'll bring up Omar Cisneros. So 2 outs. Cisneros at third, Cisneros at the plate, and a foul ball on the curveball. And it's 0-1 to Andrew. Andrew is 0 for 1, but has an RBI as he grounded out to second base back in the second inning. Has a chance with a 2-out something to knock in his brother. 1-1, and that's sent foul right over the Pirates' dugout, and it's 0-2, advantage Johnson. Still 91 degrees, still have that little bit of a breeze blowing out of the south. Here comes the fastball. Actually, that was like a fastball with some movement on it, maybe a slider. And that was low and away. So 1-2 to Omar Cisneros. Bouncer to second base, and Bueno picks it up, throws it over to La Barbara, and that ends the threat for the Pirates. 4-3 on the putout. So the Pirates can take advantage of a runner at third. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning, the halfway point of this ball game, with the Pirates leading 2-1 over the Arroyo Seco Sentinels on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Bottom of the fourth inning we go. I'm all confused. I'm all kerfluffled now. T-shirts are on sale, $25. Venmo to George Renault. Yeah, we got a sales lady here. DeAndre Carter's on the mound. He could sell icebergs to the Eskimos, DeAndre Carter. But he is ice cold out here on the mound. 1-0 now. Now that's in. Ooh, that slider just missed. Don't know where that was. But Randall Cunningham said it wasn't a strike. So here comes the 2-0, and that's grounded up the middle and picked up by Cisneros. Throws on to first. Andrew Tovar makes the putout. 6-3. Got to give an assist to the pitcher's mound, as that one went off the back of the pitcher's mound and slowed it down enough for Cisneros to get it in front of the second base bag and fire it over to Andrew. 1 down. That'll bring up Alex Bueno, who's 0 for 1. So DeAndre Carter taking over here in the bottom of the fourth. Fastball, and that's just high. Good to see DeAndre Carter, D. Carter, coming in here towards the end of the season, nursing an elbow injury, and this one sent the other way into right field, and Jabara puts that away. Aiden Jabara, every game seems to be getting better with more confidence, not only at the plate, but also in the field. It's good to see a young guy just take that confidence, and a lot of that has to do with listening to the tutelage of George Renault. That'll bring up Andrew Pyle. Looks at strike one. With 2 down and nobody on. Aiden Melendrez went 3. This one's grounded to third base. Second hop for Madnako. Throws over to Andrew Tovar. And an easy 1-2-3 inning on the 5-3 putout. Otko to Tovar. And DeAndre Carter takes care of the Sentinels. 1-2-3. Only 6 pitches for DeAndre Carter. So Aiden Melendrez went 3 innings, gave up a run on 3 hits, struck out 1, walked 1, and hit 1. And right now, he and the Pirates are leading the Sentinels 2-1 going into the top of the 5th inning on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Ventura County Pirates Baseball is brought to you by Rally Factory Sacramento. Rally Factory has provided Ventura County Pirates baseball teams with a uniform since 2015. Go to rallyfactory.com or call 916-332-1000. First pitch to Aiden Jabara to lead off the top of the 5th inning is outside for a ball. Or check that. It was in for strike 1. Sounded like a ball. Blake Johnson fires a fastball, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. And again, Aiden Jabara is in a hole, 0-2. All experience for Aiden. This one's grounded to third on a curveball. Nice hop for Munoz. Throws over to LaBarbera. And down goes Aiden Jabara, 5-3. That'll bring up Ryan Camacho, the designated hitter, with Andrew Tovar on deck. 2-1 Pirates, and it is definitely hotter today here in Pasadena than it ever was in Wisconsin, where it's supposed to be really hot and chewy during July. First pitch to Camacho is outside. 1-0. Fastball up and in, 1-1. So the Pirates got to Navarrete in the top of the 2nd inning. Fastball, and that's off the glove of Johnson, and it dies on the infield. So that's going to be an infield hit for Ryan Camacho with 1 out. And that'll bring up Andrew Tovar, who is 0 for 2. Flew out to center field and struck out in the 3rd. And you can bet Ryan Camacho is a threat to steal, being held on by LaBarbera. Throw goes over there from Johnson, and back is Camacho, head first. Armando Gomez now coaching at first. George Freneau at 3rd. Johnson out of the stretch. Looks at Cisneros, deals a slider that's in for strike 1. So 1 out. An infield hit for Ryan Camacho, being held on by Jason LaBarbera at first, and gets a throw from Johnson. And back in time is Camacho. So Tovar looking for one of his classic line drives, and this is a pitch out called by Mark Manuel. And it's 1-1 to Tovar. Here comes the 1-1. That's inside. Manuel almost made a snap throw down to first base. And it's 2-1 to Tovar. But with the left-hander Tovar standing right in the batter's box, Manuel decided to keep the ball in his hand. Short lead for Cisneros. There he goes. Pitch is swung on and bounced to second. Bueno looks to second, but throws to first to get the sure out. So almost like a sacrifice. Tovar 4-3, and that's 2 down for Brody Brown. Brown can hit the ball hard, and he needs to drive something and get a 2-out something for Camacho to come around and get another run. Have I been calling Cisneros or Camacho Cisneros? Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. I think a lot of us are still trying to recover from the Wisconsin trip. Then after that, a long drive up to Santa Barbara. Camacho at second, and a slider swung on and missed. 0-2 to Brody Brown. Outfielders playing in and straight away. Infield, they're playing back and also straight away. Here comes the 0-2, and that slider somehow missed the strike zone, and Brody Brown with a good eye. It's 1-2. Robbie Treto would be next. Brody's dad, Denny, in the house. Coach Dennis Brown from North High School in Riverside. Here comes the 1-2 and the foul ball. Good pitch by Johnson and a good swing by Brown. So it's 2-2 with 2 outs, a runner at second, and Ryan Camacho for Brody Brown. Johnson takes a look at Camacho, and the slider is outside. 3-2. A few more Pirate fans than there are Sentinel fans, which is good to see. Pirates have been an entertaining team all season long. Here comes a 3-2 with 2 outs. There goes the runner. This one is fouled off the foot of Brown. And it remains 3-2. So if it wasn't bad enough for a catcher, getting beat up by pitches in the dirt, foul balls, you name it. Now you're at the bat, and you fire one off your bat down onto your big toe. Well, here comes the 3-2. Camacho at second. And outside, ball 4. Or no, nope. Now they call it 3-2. So the scoreboard was wrong. Never me. What did my grandfather used to say? I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. All right, now here comes the 3-2 with 2 down. Camacho at second. Pirates up 2-1, and a foul ball. Brown is really adept at fouling off good pitches and staying in the batter's box. This will be the 9th pitch in this at-bat from Blake Johnson to Brody Brown, who's 0 for 2, wants to really bring in this runner, Ryan Camacho, who's at second base with 2 down. Here comes a 3-2 to Brody Brown, and the pitch is not swung on, a missed. It's ball 4, and the throw, as Camacho was running, gets by the third baseman, Devin Munoz, but not far enough away for Camacho to get up and come home. So we're going to call that a stolen base. And it's a walk to Brody Brown with a great at-bat. So first walk for Blake Johnson. And here comes Robbie Treto, who is 1 for 1 and a run scored. This one's popped up on the first pitch, and the shortstop looking for it, Noah Alvarez, and he puts it away, and down goes the threat for the Pirates. So a pop-up to shortstop, and the Pirates get no runs on a hit and leave 2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Ventura County Pirates leading the Arroyo Seco Sentinels 2-1 on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Hi, how are you?
Good. Awesome.
It'll be Jason LaBarbera, Noah Castillo, and Devin Munoz to face DeAndre Carter in his second inning of work. The Sentinels trail the Pirates 2-1. DeAndre with a very efficient 6 pitches in the bottom of the 4th. Starts off with another strike right at the knees. 0-1 to LaBarbera. LaBarbera swings and misses, 0-2. And he's 0 for 1 with a pop-up to second base, Artine Bagian. No changes in defense. Here comes the 0-2, and that's in the dirt. 1-2. Omar Cisneros, Robbie Treto, and Aiden Jabara. That's the outfield left to right. Here comes the 1-2 from Tovar to LaBarbera. Another curveball, and that's low, 2-2. On the infield, Matt Notko at third, Andrew Cisneros at short, Artine Bagian at second and Andrew Tovar at first, and the fastball, and that's low, 3-2. Brody Brown behind the plate. DeAndre Carter with a 3-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Jason LaBarbera, and he sends this one towards Aiden Jabara in the outfield and puts that away. One down, and that'll bring up Noah Castillo, the designated hitter. It's not cooling off, that's for sure. And it's getting sunnier, it seems like. Clouds are burning off. Swing and a miss by Castillo, 0-1. So Carter, now that he's warmed up, doesn't take a whole lot of time to get warmed up on a 91-degree day. Right down the middle on the low and inside corner, 0-2 to Castillo. Curveball, and that's popped up into short left field. On comes Omar Cisneros, and that's 2 down. That'll bring up Devin Nunez, the third baseman. Devin is 0 for 1 with a pop out to third base. Aiden Melendrez went the first 3, gave up a run on a hit, struck out 1, walked 1. Curveball, that's fouled right back here. So again, DeAndre Carter ahead of the hitter. That's what you want to do. Now the first batter that he faced, fastball outside, 1-1. Back in the 4th inning, Noah Alvarez had a 2-0 count before he bounced out to shortstop. And then after that, Carter has been pitching nothing but strikes. One, and that's pulled to third base. And nifty backhand stop by Akko, but he bobbles the ball, and that'll be an error on Mad Akko. Akko made a great play, but it went off the heel of his glove as he backhanded that. And that'll bring up Adrian Roman. First error of the game. And this infield is very fast today, also very dusty, even though they used some extra water to water it down before the game. First pitch to Roman is outside for a ball. 2 down, a runner on. Carter makes a throw over to first, Roman back. Carter sends a pickoff move again, and just getting back in time is Munoz. Carter looks over at Munoz, now into the stretch, throws over there again to first base. Munoz back. So Carter just making sure that Munoz stays close. Roman waiting for the pitch. The left-hander waits for it and looks at strike 1. 1-1. Carter, the true leader of this Pirates ball club in his 5th season. He is just a joy to have around. Here comes the 1-1, and that's fouled the other way up the third baseline past the coach's box. Or box. 1-2. Again, a little bit of breeze, just enough to raise the flags in center field from right field to left. And Carter looks over at first. Devin Munoz gets his lead. Decent lead. And Carter got him. Carter with a nice pickoff move. The lead was a little too long by Devin Munoz, and DeAndre Carter threw a strike over to first base to Andrew Tovar, and that ends the bottom of the 5th inning. So caught stealing, 1-3. So Roman will lead off the inning as he had a 1-2 count, but the Pirates will take this one. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Pirates on top, 2-1 over the Arroyo Seco Sentinels on the Ventura County Pirate Baseball Club YouTube channel. Top of the 6th inning, it'll be Mad Notco, Andrew Cisneros, and Artine Bagian for the Pirates as George Furneaux speeding across from the first base dugout to the third base coaching box. Blake Johnson into his 6th inning or 3rd inning of work in the top of the 6th. Otko holds up a swing on the slider. It's 1-0. Madden is 0 for 1, walked and scored in the 2nd inning. Another slider that was on the inside part of the plate, and Otko couldn't hold up. It's 1-1. Johnson, fastball, and this one's fouled out of play. So it's 1-2 now to Mad Notco, the third baseman. Johnson pitching out of the stretch. And this one's sent into the gap and to actually right to Roman in right field. Thought that was, well, it was in the right center field gap, but it sliced right into Aiden Roman's glove in right field. So 1 down for Andrew Cisneros, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI. A single to left, a double to left. Fastball, and that's low. 1-0. Fastball right down the middle. 1-1. Nice slider as Cisneros swung over the top of that one. And it's 1-2. Pirates would love to get at least one more run. And the fastball, and that just misses outside. 2-2. Two and two to Cisneros with one out, and a beautiful slider. And again, swinging over the top of it is Cisneros. And that's the first strikeout for Blake Johnson. And that'll bring up Artine Baggian with two down. Artine is 1 for 2. And that little curveball slider slides in for a strike. 0-1. Artine had a base hit to center field his first time up, then bounced out to second. Slider, this one is in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball, that stays up. 2-1. Good eye by Baggian. Artine out of Glendale College. Here comes the 2-1 with two outs, and that's a fastball right down the middle. So Johnson has been getting better as the day goes on. Started off in the 4th inning. Now he's in the 6th. Pitching with some confidence now. Here comes the 2-2 fastball, and that's foul back. Still 2-2. Omar Cisneros on deck. Two with two down to Baggian. That's 3-2. Ball low and outside. So that one was low and outside. Is this going to be a slider on the inside part of the plate? Let's see. Yep, but this one's grounded to short, backhanded by Alvarez. Makes the throw. Nice stretch by LaBarbera at first. And down goes Baggian, and the Pirates in the top of the 6th. 6-3 on the putout. And a nice battle by Baggian and a 7-pitch at bat. But nothing to show for it. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th with the Pirates leading the Sentinels 2-1 on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Bottom of the 6th inning, DeAndre Carter will face Adrian Roman. Tommy Mesa in the top of the order, Mac Manuel. or Mark Manuel. 2-1 the Pirates lead. Carter been very efficient. Fouls the first one off and gets a hit of the leadoff hitter again. "19 pitches. Make this number 20. Fastball, and that's in the dirt. 1-1. So DeAndre Carter gives up a looper towards second base. Bagian has it and throws, but it was so slow that sputtered towards Bagian, and Roman beat it out. So it's an infield hit. First hit given up by Carter, and that was a clunker. That'll bring up Tommy Mesa. And we have a pinch hitter. Andrews. See if we can't find his first name. Carter pitching out of the stretch, and a slider in for a strike. So Tommy Mesa was 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch. Another nice slider by Carter. It was a hard one, and it was swung on a miss by Andrews. 0-2. Carter looking at Brown. And now Carter looking over at first. Slider, swung on a miss, and down goes Andrews. So for Carter, that's his first strikeout. 1 out. And Camden Andrews strikes out. That'll bring up Manuel, who's 0 for 2. And a throw over to first base just to keep Adrian Roman close. Don't know if he's a threat to steal. He's not taking a real big lead. Tovar holding him on. Fastball outside. 1-0 to Manuel. Pirate infield looking for a double play. Tovar holding on the runner, Roman. Carter looks over there. Now deals, and that's a fastball inside. 2-0. Next pitch is fouled off, and it's 2-1. 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error for the Pirates. 1 run on 2 hits for the Sentinels. And it's 2-1 with 1 down. Here comes Carter's 2-1 pitch, and that's bounced to shortstop. Cisneros feeds Bagian over to Tovar, who digs it out. 6-4-3 double play, the pitcher's best friend. And DeAndre Carter says, oh yeah. High fives his catcher, Brody Brown. And if that's it for DeAndre Carter, a nice way to end your afternoon. "6-4-3 double play. Nicely done. Cisneros had an easy ground ball going to his left, tossed it over to Artine Bagian, who threw a strike over to Tovar, albeit It was about 88 feet, and Andrew dug it out nicely. So the score remains 2-1 Pirates as we go to the top of the 7th inning on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. New pitcher for the Sentinels is Soto. He's a right-hander. Don't have a first name on him. But he'll be facing Omar Cisneros, Aiden Jabara, and the top of the order, Ryan Camacho. Soto with a breaking ball that's up high. 1-0 to Cisneros. Two 2-0. Cisneros is 0 for 2, 2 groundouts to the second baseman. Next pitch, and that's up high. 3-0. But Omar had an RBI groundout to knock in Madnako. And that made it 2-1, or 2-0, and it's now 2-1. And a 4-pitch walk to lead off the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Aiden Jabara. You think that Aiden Jabara would be called on to bunt? Well, his mom and dad, Gregory and Julie, are filming or videoing this. Yep. There you saw the foul back on the bunt try. 0-1 to Aiden. Well, Aiden is 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the second. Grounded out to third in the 5th inning. And looking to move along, Omar Cisneros, who's at first. Being held on by Jason LaBarbera. Fastball, and that's at the knees. Strike 2. And again, third time in a row for Aiden. Quickly 0-2. Kid can't buy a break. And this one is sent foul. And rattles around the empty seats. Remains 0-2. With one on and nobody out. Omar Cisneros with a 4-pitch walk to lead off the 7th. Soto Looks back at Cisneros. There he goes. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down to second. And safe with a stolen base is Omar Cisneros. Right after Aiden Jabara struck out swinging. So Jabara swinging and missing to try to distract Mark Manuel. So fell on his sword there for Omar Cisneros. Just as good as a bunt. Ryan Camacho looks at strike one, the top of the order. And Andrew Tovar is next. Runner in scoring position for the Pirates. And this one gets away on the curveball on the wild pitch. And Cisneros rounds third and stays right at third base. So wild pitch by Soto. That puts the runner at third, 90 feet closer for Ryan Camacho. Who now has to count his way at 1-1. With one down, runner at third base, Soto with a pitch, and a good block by Mark Manuel on a curveball that got away. And it's now 2-1 to Camacho. Camacho was 1 for 3. Hit a bouncer right over the mound, and this pitch is right down the middle for strike 2. 2-2. Also had a stolen base. 2-2 with the runner at third and one out. Curveball called strike 3. First strikeout for Soto. And 2 down for Andrew Tovar. Tovar's 0 for 3, so he's due for something. Bat kind of cooled off from Wisconsin. Fastball, and that's high and away. 0-1. Insurance run, 90 feet away, and Ryan Camacho. Foul tipped. And it's 1-1. Tovar was really tearing up the Dairyland College League. And this one is down the line and foul. Not by much. As it was a low liner, looked like it bounced fair and then hooked foul at the last minute. So it's 1-2. One and two to Tovar. 2 outs and swung on and missed. And down goes Tovar on a nice curveball by Soto. And Omar Cisneros is stranded at third base after the leadoff walk. 3 strikeouts by Soto. So no runs, no hits. A man left at third base. And going to the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-1 Pirates over the Sentinels. On the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Ventura County Pirates Baseball is brought to you by KDOC Construction, remodeling interiors and exteriors of homes and homeowners associations. KDOC specializes in replacing and upgrading balconies and decks. Give James Kennedy a call for a free estimate at 714-746-4501 or kdocconstruction.com. New pitcher for the Ventura County Pirates. Sorry about that. It's 93 degrees, according to our thermometer here. In Pasadena, Jackie Robinson Field. Jackson Heisey coming on to pitch. The freshman going to Claremont McKenna College. And he will face Nick Cook, Noah Alvarez, and Alex Bueno. First pitch is a ball to Cook, who is 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first to Aiden Melendrez, and then was on in a fielder's choice. Fastball from Heisey, and that's up high. 2-0. Heisey with kind of a three-quarter fastball, and that swung on and fouled back. So it's 2-1 to Cook. DeAndre Carter, and this one's hit on a line to right field, and Aiden Jabara can't come up with it. It gets by him and goes all the way to the wall. Cook rounds second, and he'll have himself a leadoff triple. So that line drive was hit the opposite way, slicing away from Jabara, and he decided to try to make a shoestring catch. Couldn't get it. And so all the way to third with the leadoff triple is Nick Cook. Noah Alvarez, the left-handed hitter, the shortstop, trying to knock him in. Breaking ball called a strike. So the tying run 90 feet away for the Sentinels. And now Jackson Heisey with that backdoor slider in for strike two. That'll wake you up as a pitcher. Off-speed pitch, and that's in the dirt. 1-2. Jackson's pitches were very effective in Wisconsin, especially that backdoor slider. 1-2 to Alvarez, who's 0 for 2. Fastball is up and away. 2-2. So the infield is playing in for the Pirates. So is the outfield. Here comes the 1-2, and that's line drive into center field for a base hit. And that's going to tie the game up at 2. Ventura County Pirates and the Arroyo Seco Sentinels on the RBI single by Noah Alvarez. That'll bring up Alex Bueno. So nobody out. Jackson Heisey looking to pick off Alvarez. DeAndre Carter nabbed a would-be base runner. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung on and grounded into left field. So Bueno with a base hit. He's now 1 for 3. And that's the 5th hit, I believe, for the Sentinels. Yes, it is. So Heisey has given up 3 hits to the first 3 batters. That brings up Andrew Pyle, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored and a stolen base. Curveball stays up. And it's 1-0 to Pyle. Tie score at 2. Snap throw down to first. And Tovar had a good job to flag that down. They might have had a chance to get Alex Bueno, but the throw is just too high. So the count is 2-0 to Pyle. Runners at second and first. Alvarez and Bueno respectively. Heisey looks at the runners. Curveball, and that's outside. 3-0. Now, fastball swung on and missed by Pyle, not holding up at all. And it's 3-1. Double play depth for the Pirates defense. Tovar not holding on Bueno. Heisey looks back at second. Now over at first. Fastball, and that's on a line. As Akko picks it up on the short hop, backhanded, runs to third base and gets the force out. So 5 unassisted, and that's 1 out. But on the play, Bueno goes to second and Pyle's at first with a fielder's choice. So that's a start. But now big Jason LaBarbera. That's another story here as he looks at the first pitch down low for a ball in the dirt, and a good stop by Brody Brown. LaBarbera is 0 for 2. Has gone the other way both times. Fastball, and that's high. 2-0. So Heisey trying to focus in on his target, Brody Brown. Has runners at second and third. 1 run in and 1 out. Fastball up high, and Jackson is visibly upset. This is the 5th batter he's faced. This one's popped up down the line, and Akko can't find it, and it falls untouched in foul territory. So getting another chance is LaBarbera, and he is visibly upset as he threw that bat way up in the air, checking it to see if he cracked it or not. The ultimate test. Whacking it on the dirt. 2-2. Ventura County Pirates and the Arroyo Seco Sentinels. Bottom of the 7th inning. 2 on and 1 out. Heisey with the pitch. Swung on and missed. with a fastball up and in. So that foul ball gave Jackson a little bit of a chance to clear his head. And it's 3-2 now. With one down, the runners should be off. Curveball, and that's fouled back. Remains 3-2. Heisey needs an out. 3-2 to La Barbara. Fastball outside, ball 4, and that loads the bases. Down to third goes Bueno. Second goes Pyle. And at first is La Barbara. Out at any base. Noah Castillo, the designated hitter, steps in. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Fastball inside. Oh, 0-1 to Castillo. Next pitch is fouled back. Oh, gonna have to adjust the camera. We have our cameras attached to chain link fences. That one hit pretty hard. Here comes the 1-1, and that's sent into right field, and Jabbar has to go back on it. Makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Bueno, and the Sentinels take a 3-2 lead on the sacrifice fly by Noah Castillo. Going down to third base is Pyle, and staying at first base is La Barbara. So that's 2 down, and runners at the corners. 3-2 in favor of the Sentinels. Runner goes. The throw down is not in time. Or no, it's called out. Okay, I thought that Rogelio Sandoval called the runner safe, but all right, that was Jason La Barbara, nailed 2-4, caught stealing. So instead of a stolen base, it's a great throw by Brody Brown and a nice tag by Artine Bagian. And we'll go to the top of the 8th inning with the Pirates trailing the Sentinels 3-2. 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits, and a man left on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Brody Brown will start things off for the Pirates trailing 3-2. Soto into his second inning of work. Looks at a strike. Brown is 0 for 2 with a walk. Has really made the Sentinels pitchers work. His last at bat with a walk was a walk. And it's 1-1 now. Eight pitches in his last at bat. Next pitch is up high, 2-1. On deck is Robbie Trato, then Mad Notco. Curveball in for strike 2. Just the start of things in the 8th inning. Curveball, strike 3 called. That was a beauty. On a hot day like this, you're going to get some good snap, crackle, and pop on your breaking balls. Third strikeout for Brody Brown today, and third strikeout for Soto. That'll bring up Robbie Trato. Robbie is 1 for 2. Looks at ball 1. Had an infield hit back in the second inning and was knocked in by Andrew Cisneros for the first run of the game. And a fastball in at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Curveball, and that's low and away. 2-1. Soto really working fast. On a hot day, we all appreciate that at 93 degrees in Pasadena at Jackie Robinson Field. This one's on the inside corner for strike 2. Pirates got to be on their toes in the batter's box. Here comes the 2-2. Curveball swung on and missed. And that pitch is, that curveball's got a lot of bite. So Soto, with his 5th strikeout already. And again, he's just working fast. Mad Notco steps in, 0 for 2 with a walk. Looks at a strike. And it's 1-1. Two and 1. Madden walked and scored on the RBI groundout by Omar Cisneros. Andrew Cisneros is on deck. Fastball inside. 2-1. Two and 1 with 2 down. Soto has been a strikeout machine. Curveball, grounded. Nice stop by Munoz. Throws over to La Barbara. And that'll do it for the Pirates in the top of the 8th inning. 5-3 on the putout. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. Pirates down to the Sentinels, 3-2. On the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel.
31 for 19.
Ventura County Baseball, or Ventura County Pirates Baseball, is brought to you by WFG Insurance. Yeah, I'm getting distracted by the ice cream lady. Need life insurance? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden at Loosed Hours at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. Also, follow the Ventura County Pirates on social media. Go to V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thank you for joining us all season long. It has been a pleasure to bring these games to you. And appreciate your patience while we've been going through the technical issues as well. Chris Lozano is the new pitcher for the Pirates. Jackson Heisey went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, and walked a Sentinel. He'll be facing Devin Munoz. First pitch, and that's popped down the right field line. Tovar going for it, and almost made a nice. Are they going to call that fair or foul? Yeah, they're going to call that fair. So a base hit down the right field line. Andrew Tovar almost made a terrific over-the-shoulder catch. But it wasn't hit hard. It was just blooped down the right field line. So that'll bring up the lefty Adrian Roman, who is 1 for 2. Bunts to the left side, picked up by Akko, sidearms it over to Tovar. They got the out, but the sacrifice works, 5-3. And that brings up Camden Andrews. Andrews came on to pinch hit for Tommy Mesa and take over in left field. CeeLo with a curveball, and that's fouled back. So it's 0-1. Runner at second, 1 out. Change up, and that stays outside. So it's 1-1 now to Andrews. Lozano's pitch is fouled back and out of play. Into the stands, and it's 1-2. With the runner at second and 1 out, 1-2. Chris Lozano, the 4th pitcher for the Ventura County Pirates, looks at the runner, curveball, and that's inside. 2-2. Two and two, that looked good. Don't know where that pitch. Fastball, and that probably high. So it's 3-2. With only 1 out on a hot day in Pasadena. There goes the runner to third. The pitch is fouled off. And so going back to second base is Devin Munoz. Yeah, with the wind blowing, So the wind chill factor, he said in air quotes, is probably about 90. So it's 3-2 to Cam Andrews. Runner at second and Devin Munoz. 3-2, he ran the last time. Stays at home, and then this one's banged into right field for a base hit. Jabara comes up with it, throws it in. Tovar cuts it off. Now we got runners at the corners with one down. So Mark Manuel is being pinch hit for. And that's Nahara. Fastball, and that's fouled back. 0-1. I know we've seen Mr. Nahara before, but trying to find his first name, that's a different story. Fastball from CeeLo, in for strike 2. So 0-2 to Nahara, with runners at the corners and only one out. CeeLo throws over to first, and back is Andrews. Next pitch, and that's fouled over the Pirates dugout. So it remains 0-2. CeeLo looking for the strikeout with runners at the corners and only one down. Now we get a nice breeze coming from the west. Fastball, and that's sent down the right field line. Aiden Jabbar giving it a run, but that's going to fall foul. And it's still 0-2 to Nahara. Oh and 2 to Nahara. Runners at the corners, one out. The left-hander, Chris Lozano, deals, swings and misses, does Nahara. And a big strikeout for Lozano and the Pirates. That'll bring up Nick Cook with two down. First pitch to Cook is fouled away. And after hitting the stands, it's making its way down the stands. As Lorenzo Tovar had a chance at that. Andrew's daddy. Nice slider by Lozano, in for a strike. So it's 0-2. So Lozano, he's filling out some paperwork, trying to enroll in a school. This one's grounded up the middle, taken by Cisneros, and safe at second. Is Andrews. And coming in to score is Devin Munoz to make it 4-2 on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop, Noah Alvarez. Curveball. Hit everything but the strike zone. It's 0-1, or 1-0, pardon me. So runners at first and second. And another breaking ball, and that's in for a strike, 1-1. So the runner, Camden Andrews, was off with the pitch. So that's how he barely beat the throw to second. And that kept the inning alive. Pitch is low and outside to the lefty Alvarez from the lefty Lozano, and another good stop by Brody Brown. 2-1 with 2 outs. Slider in for strike 2, 2-2. Next pitch, and that's low, and that fills the count at 3-2. So the runners will be off with the pitch at 3-2 with 2 down. Lozano into the stretch. The lefty deals to the lefty Alvarez, and this one's fouled away. So 2 down in the bottom of the 8th. A run in for the Sentinels. It's 4-2. And this is a fly ball sent into right field, sending Jabara back. But a nice catch by Aiden to end the inning. But not before another run comes in on 2 hits and 2 runners left. Last call for the Pirates will go to the top of the 9th inning, with Ventura County trailing the Sentinels now 4-2 on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Top of the 9th inning. And a ground ball off of Soto, the pitcher. But he recovers, gets it, and throws out Andres Cisneros. 1-3 on the putout. Then it'll be Arton Bagian and Omar Cisneros. Should any of those two reach base, there's a bunt. Pulls the bat back, and it's 1-0. Harteen is 1 for 3. Curveball settles outside, 2-0. Should any of these Arteen bag in or Omar Cisneros reach, it'll be Aiden Jabara's spot. Three and 0 now to Bagian. Has a hit to center field back in the second. Fastball up high and a 4-pitch walk to our team Bagian. So that puts a rabbit out on base paths. And it looks like Jesse Gadd will be pinch hitting for Aiden Jabara if Omar Cisneros reaches base or doesn't hit into a double play. So a 1-out runner, and that brings up the tying run. Omar Cisneros 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI ground out in the second. And yeah, Arteen Bagian is definitely a threat to steal. Sweeper, and that's down low, 1-0. Soto working fast, and the snap throw down to first. Almost had Bagian, but he was quicker than the throw. Snap throw by Manuel. And a nice tag by LaBarbera. One out, man at first, and slider in for a strike, 1-1. Bagian with a good lead, and Soto thinks so too. He throws over there. Two and one's the count. 1 out, a runner on first, and a fastball up high, 3-1. Yeah, let's make that 2-1. Soto with the pitch. Fastball, and that was low and inside, but fouled off by Omar Cisneros for strike 2. 2-2. No, we were right. 3-2. Curveball, and that's called ball 4. 2 walks. Soto disappointed that wasn't called strike 3. But the Pirates are thrilled because that will bring up Jesse Gadd.
Go big threes right here, bud. Spin around. When you scared.
That'll bring up the manager, Noah Caladari. And Jesse Gadd, who's just been itching to get a big hit. Wouldn't it be nice to do that with mom and dad sitting in the stands? Jesse standing right over the plate, the big lefty. Fastball inside. 1-0. So Gadd represents the go-ahead run. The tying run at first in Cisneros. Omar, that is. Ball gets away on a curveball, and now both runners are in scoring position on the pass ball. So 2-0. Gadd has the count his way. And 2 runners in scoring position. Can tie this game with a base hit. The outfield is playing in to cut it off. Infield is playing back. Fastball is high and outside. 3-0 to Gadd. 1 out, 2 on. And they're going to walk Jesse Gadd to load the bases for Ryan Camacho, the top of the order. So 3 walks loads the bases. And that'll bring up Ryan Camacho. Curveball in for a strike. 0-1. Camacho is 1 for 4, also with a stolen base. Curveball, and that's hit to second. Bueno goes to second for 1, and that's going to be it. And coming in to score from third base is Artine Bagian. It's 4-3 on the RBI fielder's choice. 4-6 on the putout. And on the fielder's choice is Camacho. So 4 runs on 7 hits for the Sentinels, 3 runs on 4 hits and an error. For the Pirates. And the first pitch to Andrew Tovar is pulled foul towards the Pirates' dugout. So this is match point for the Pirates. And the tying run is at third base. So nervous time. Omar Cisneros hoping for a 2-out something from Andrew Tovar. Soto deals a fastball, swung on and missed as it was on the inside corner. And it's 0-2 now to Andrew Tovar. Soto taking his time now. Tovar climbs back in the box. Omar Cisneros, the tying run at third base. The go-ahead run is at first. Here comes a curveball, and this is fouled down the right field line. So it remains 0-2. And you wouldn't want any better guy at the bat than Andrew Tovar. Good contact, good power. And can tie the ball game with something here. And this fastball is inside. It's good patience by Tovar as he swung on that same pitch in the same at bat a little earlier. 93 degrees in Pasadena at Jackie Robinson Field. The count is 1-2 to Andrew Tovar. The tying run, Omar Cisneros, is over at third base. The Sentinels lead 4-3. Soto into the stretch. Fastball low. So Tovar, with a lot of patience and a very good eye, stretches the count to 2-2. And down to second goes Ryan Camacho on the defensive indifference. So not a stolen base. Here comes the 2-2, and this one's hit high in the air to right center field, and this should do it. Nick Cook comes in and makes the catch, and that will do it. So a fly out to center field, and 1 run comes in on no hits, and the bases, 2 men left on base. And the final score from Jackie Robinson Field at Brookside Park in Pasadena, the Sentinels come back to beat the Pirates 4-3. And we'll just do some adding up here. Final score was 4-3. Final score, Sentinels 4-3 over the Pirates. 4 runs, 7 hits for the Arroyo Seco Sentinels, and 3 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Pirates. The winning pitcher is Soto, and the losing pitcher is Jackson Heisey. And for the Ventura County Pirates, our offensive player of the game, just checking to see here. We've got Andrew Cisneros with 2 hits and an RBI. Artine Bagian with a run scored. Omar Cisneros with an RBI. Ryan Camacho with a base hit and an RBI. I'm going to say Artine Bagian is our offensive player of the game. With a run, actually, let's change that. Ryan Camacho. He had an RBI, a base hit, and a stolen base. So that's going to do it from Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena on Brookside Park. And the final score again, 4-3 Arroyo Seco Sentinels over the Ventura County Pirates. Until next time, this is Lou Stowers saying so long until next time.